It's on you. That go when I shoot. It's on you. That go when I shoot. It's on you. Trying to copy what I do. Cause that go.
Hey guys, so welcome to the third episode of Let the Girls Speak. This week we have a special guest, Olivia, who we're going to talk to in a few about everything skincare and beauty and get all of her tips and tricks. But for now, we're going to talk about the pop culture and what's going on today.
Hey guys, so this week for pop culture is something real short and sweet, but basically today is the 78th Golden Globes Awards, and honestly, I feel like the celebrities and like all the actors are coming here to slay. I personally don't watch the award show for the awards. I kind of watch it just to see the red carpet. So far I've seen like Laverne Cox, Angela Bassett, what is her name? Tina Fey, like everybody's, coming to style. So how do you guys feel about the Golden Globes? Do y'all watch the Golden Globes? So anything like that.
I don't really watch the Golden Globes. I didn't even know it was happening. But I think I did know what was her name? The host, wasn't it Tina and the other one from Parks and Rec, Amy Poehler. I love.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about the only thing that I knew about it this year. I love Amy Poehler so much, but that's all. I don't really watch him like that.
I don't watch the Golden Globes either. Is this taking place in person?
Yeah, it's taking
Oh,
in person. They're doing like a whole red carpet. I don't know if it's like socially distant or whatever this year, but the actors and celebrities are walking on the red carpet now as we speak, actually.
I don't watch award shows anymore. I used to, like, as a kid, I guess, but yeah, I don't watch them anymore. I didn't know that was happening today either. But I do like the red carpet pictures though, like seeing everybody's outfits and everything. That's always fun.
Yeah, that's about it for me too. I used to watch like the Teen Choice Awards, stuff like that. That used to be my stuff. Or
I
like
used
the
to watch
MTV Awards.
yeah, like I used to watch the music ones and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually. I feel like Golden Globes, I feel like it's kind of like the older actors and actresses, something like. So, yeah, like the ones we always see. But yeah, that's all I have for today.
Okay.
it's like even though I don't watch it, I'm more concerned with the outfits more than the actual show.
Yeah.
I want to get on to Olivia. So first, I guess you can just kind of tell the people a little about yourself. You know.
Okay, well, so I am an aesthetics graduate. I was at Southeastern for 3 semesters for nursing. That wasn't really my thing. So I resigned from Southeastern fall 2019 after that semester, and I started Aveda in April of 2020, right at the peak of the pandemic. So that was a big adjustment. But I graduated in October, and now I am a wax specialist at European Wax Center. So very excited about that.
Okay, so we have some questions here for you. Oh, were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. We have some questions here for you. We're gonna all ask you some questions from the Instagram we got, and some of these are also just personal questions about everything. So the first question is, what are your favorite skincare products to use?
My favorite skincare products. So I don't have like a specific brand that I gravitate to. I'm kind of like try it and see where it takes me. So that's kind of where I am right now. But I did have Boxy Charm, so it's a monthly subscription. They send you skincare, makeup, all kinds of stuff like that. So I had gotten this cleanser and toner. I came prepared. So, and it's Georgette Klinger, I think is the way you pronounce the last name. And it is a vitamin C cleansing gel and toner. Personally, this is my favorite stuff. It has brightened my skin because of the vitamin C. I absolutely love it. It's gentle. It's made for all skin types, which I love. And also the toner, it's not high in alcohol, so it's not going to dry you out, which I really love. My skin has been clear since. I never really struggled with acne though, like, breakouts here and there. But I absolutely love this stuff. And another product that I really love is a cleansing oil. So I use this, I believe it's pronounced Kiehl's, Kiehls, and it's a cleansing oil. It is 6 fluid ounces. I got this from Ulta. I think it was maybe like $32. And I know people are like, that's kind of pricey for an oil. But to be honest, I only use 1 pump of this stuff and it a little goes a long way. What I do is, like, if I have makeup on, or if like I've been outside most of the day, I'll use that right before I use my cleanser. Really helps. That's also called double cleansing, which is really beneficial for all skin types. I'll just use that and the makeup melts right off, and the dirt, the oil buildup from the day. I love this stuff. It's very gentle. It is scented. I think it's lavender. Yeah, it smells like lavender, so it doesn't smell like I know a lot of people don't like stuff that's scented like strawberry and stuff like that, because a lot of those fragrances can really irritate your skin. But I really love this stuff, and it's not too strong of a scent. It's very clean smelling. So I would say those are my favorite skincare products.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The next question would be, what are your favorite makeup brushes to use?
Okay, so I don't really have any favorite face brushes, but for eyes, I also got these in my BoxyCharm because I'm not too stuck on brands, like I said earlier. But these are the Mōda Pro brushes. I don't know if you can see that. They're kind of dirty. But I love these. The bristles are super soft. I think I'm going to go over these one by one. It's not a lot. So this is a shader brush. YouTube, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little dirty. It's a little more compact than like a crease brush. So usually what I would do is I would get a crease brush, use a transitional shade, which is like usually a neutral tone, like a really light nude brown or anything like that. And then what I would do with this shade brush, it's a little more compact, I will just deepen my crease with that and gradually apply darker colors. This one is a detail brush. It's very compact. I like to use this for like dark colors, especially if I'm putting it in my outer corner. I will apply it with that. And it, the reason why I really like this for dark colors is because since it's so compact, it picks up more product and it's easier to apply it. So I really love that. And then I just have these two, which I kind of use hand in hand. So this one is a small angled brush. I don't know if you can see that. So this could be used for eyebrows. If you're trying to create an eyeliner look with shadow, you can go ahead and use that. What I use with this is I use it on my lower lash line to apply my eyeshadow. And then with this, it's a smudger. So I will just blend that out. Really love these brushes. But what I really love most about it, I love the all black make of it. Really love the packaging, but I don't know if you could see it on camera, but like it's kind of got like these little grips on it. So it's really comfortable to use. I really love these. This is once again the Mōda Pro Brush Set, MODA. So I really love these eyeshadow brushes. But like I said, for like face, like makeup brushes, I don't think I really have a favorite. No, but I will say I do prefer to apply my foundation with a brush, besides a sponge or anything like that. So.
Ooh. So what would you say is the most important step of the skincare routine?
Hands down, I know everybody says this, everybody's tired of hearing about it, but the most important step of a skincare routine, especially during the day, is sunscreen. I push for this. And I didn't, I was like a lot of other people. I was like, yeah, sunscreen. I'm young. I don't need that. I don't burn easily on my face, whatever. But it's so much more than that. when I was in school, like we actually saw the percentages and like the benefits of sunscreen and a lot more than what people usually tell you. So 95% of your wrinkles come from the sun. I didn't know that. I was like, there's no way. That's a very high percentage. There's no way. It's true. 5% is just natural aging. So it also, you know, skin cancer, that's a big thing too. I remember when I was in school, my instructor, one of them, she had a friend who was 26, I believe. And she, you know, she just kind of pushed aside the sunscreen thing. She had a growth on her face. And about 6 months later, she passed away from it. She didn't know how serious it was. So that is why I push for sunscreen. But aside from that, just something you would use like 3 times a week is an exfoliant. I highly recommend any kind of exfoliant. Personally, I love to use liquid exfoliants. Scrubs aren't bad. I'm not saying that. They're not bad at all, but especially people with more sensitive skin, I would say a liquid exfoliant is so beneficial because number one, it's not as abrasive or harsh as some scrubs are. Basically what it does is it's made with a bunch of enzymes, and enzymes break down. So what it's going to do is it's going to dissolve all the dead skin and the dirt off of your face, leaving it smooth and brighter. So that's a big plus with exfoliators. I know a lot of people, they have silicone, the little silicone exfoliators. That's like a massager that can help as well. And like I said, just gentle scrubs. I do not recommend St. Ives. I know there was a whole thing on social media about St. Ives, and it's true. Like the thing about St. Ives is that they use small walnut, finely ground walnut shells. So what it's doing is basically creating micro tears in your skin, which could cause you to age faster as well and cause higher sensitivity in your skin. So that's the whole story about that. But I mean, I'm not somebody to knock a brand because if it works for you, it works for you, you know? So, but just to give you kind of the educational and knowledge side of it, that is why a lot of estheticians are like, please don't use it. And dermatologists are like, please don't. But yeah, I'd say the most important is sunscreen and an exfoliator at least twice a week. So, and sunscreen every day.
Kayla, can you see the questions or no?
Are they in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can.
I have a question. This is not on the list though. Do you say we should use drugstore or high-end like beauty products or skincare products?
So that is so like 50-50. So there are drugstore products that work really well. There has been the talk about Cetaphil, CeraVe. Those are all dermatologists approved. So I've done my research on it. I don't see anything wrong with it. It works for a lot of people. Some people it doesn't work for. But I wouldn't say high end is better, and I wouldn't say drugstore is better. I guess it all depends on how much you know about what is in your skincare products. A lot of people are very sensitive to fragrance. So if that's hot, usually on the ingredients list, if it's one of the first ones, that means it has the most of it in it. So this toner and this cleanser, fragrance is the last thing on the ingredients list, meaning it's the least, like barely any in there. I do try to steer away from fragrance, but you know, sometimes a product just works so well for me that I don't get any sensitivity from it. But yeah, I wouldn't say either or is better. It's whatever you're willing to spend, whatever works for you. I say just go for it.
Okay, another question. What would you say was the hardest thing to learn or like, I guess, master while at school?
Sure. So for me, it was skin conditions. We went very into detail with skin conditions. There's so many that I didn't know about. So rosacea is one of them that you really have to look for. There was another one. It's like there's contact dermatitis, atopic dermatitis, seborrhea dermatitis, melasma, all kinds of stuff. So I would say, and none of it was really hard because you're not going into detail with everything. It's really just what you need to know. But I would say that skin conditions was one of the hardest for me, only because it's so broad. There was so much to know, and determining who has what and what it looks like, and the contradictions to performing services. Because like if you're on Accutane, you can't wax any part of your body. Your skin's so dry and brittle, it could tear, and you know you don't want that. Or if anybody's using a retinol or retin-A, your skin could also tear from that. um but I guess just all the contradictions to what services, like I said, you can perform. It was just a lot to remember, but I mean, eventually we all got it. Our instructors were amazing. So I'd say that. And also body systems. So the integumentary system, that is a very in-depth, broad system of the body. And that's a big part that plays a big role in aesthetics, because you're dealing with skin. You need to know the science behind the skin. And the integumentary system is very broad. And that's the biggest topic that you're going to learn about, of course. But I would say that would be maybe challenging for somebody who hasn't exactly brushed up on it, because we all learn that stuff in middle school, so not everybody's going to remember it. But I didn't have as hard of a time because, like I said, I went to Southeastern for nursing, so I had literally just learned all of this stuff prior, so it was fairly easy to me. But in aesthetics, you're not going as in depth, like I said, as you are if you were in college. So for the nervous system, we are not learning all the nerves of the body. You're really just learning the three main, like, facial nerves of the face, which is the 5th, the 7th, and the 11th. So I would say skin conditions and body systems might have been the most challenging. Not that they were difficult, but as a whole, those might be more of the ones to really study, I would say, in school.
Okay, so what would you say is your main goal in the end? Like, what do you want to do in the end? Like, what's the end dream for you?
Well, okay, so I kind of want to start off with like my backstory on how I started. So my goal, of course, after I had resigned from Southeastern, I was like, I really don't know what I want to do. What is there to do? Because, I didn't want to do English. I didn't want to do business. That's not my thing. I don't want to major in that. Most people are like, oh, most nursing majors become kines majors. And I just didn't want to do that. It was either nursing or nothing, because I didn't know what else there was to do. So I made the decision to leave after I had found out that Aveda had an aesthetics program, because I always thought Aveda was hair. I never knew what aesthetics was. And I'm pretty sure if I knew this was an option, I don't think I would have gone to Southeastern. But I've been in contact with some people who went to LSU and they have left to do aesthetics. So I contacted someone. I was like, what is this? How do I get in? So they told me, and I went on a tour at Aveda in Hammond. Instantly fell in love with it. I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. So my goal in life has always been to help people. I have a tendency to be of a mother nature, kind of. So I really love to help people, make people feel good about themselves. Nursing just wasn't that just wasn't the route I was supposed to take. So I went through school. I thought, you know what? I really want to be a medical esthetician. work in a dermatologist's office or a plastic surgeon's office, use the lasers and everything, all the advanced treatments. But when I graduated, that all changed. I was like, I really formed a love for waxing, which is why I'm where I am now. But I always thought my goal was to make as much money as I can. And I think a lot of people can say the same because this society kind of runs off of money. It's all about money. That is what either makes or breaks you. But, as I continued my journey, I was like, you know what? I'm really happy with what I'm doing. Money really isn't my goal right now. As long as I'm able to feed myself and financially support my own self, it's fine. So I really, really love the career path that I chose. But as an esthetician, my goal career-wise is to make people feel confident, to make people love who they are in their skin. And I know some people are probably like, all you do is wax, and do facials. But it's so much different for the person receiving the service. It's about making them feel as comfortable as they can. Because I know that after I get my underarms waxed or my legs, I walk outside and I feel like a new person. I feel good. And that's contagious. You are in such a good mood. Nothing can put me in a bad mood when I feel confident. So me being in such a good mood, nothing can change that. It's contagious. It rubs off on other people and it makes other people want to be happy. Your mood really does affect other people. So for me to be able to allow men, women, whoever, to feel so comfortable in their skin, even if it is just a 30-minute facial, that's my goal. They're leaving that building feeling confident and brand new, and they're feeling so good about themselves. That is my ultimate goal. And it sounds cheesy, I know, but it really is my goal, because I wouldn't want to walk out after getting waxed and, maybe having poor customer service, oh, the lady didn't really talk to me. They just said, come on, did it, and left. Once I start talking, I love to talk. So I love to get to know my guests when they come in the wax suite. I love to get to know them. Like, tell me about yourself. Make it as comfortable as I can for them to have the best experience that they can when they are in that wax suite and walking out feeling beautiful and smooth and gorgeous. So that is my goal.
I have two questions. I guess the first one you kind of already answered in the beginning, but it was, are cleansing oils and balms effective?
Yes, I would say they are. Personally, I have always thought that it was really the way to go ever since it became a big trend. And it is, because makeup wipes are good. Okay, nothing wrong with them. But I feel like when I use a makeup wipe, I'm not getting as effective as a clean. This stuff, and any cleansing oil, any cleansing balm is good. I don't really know of a bad one yet. I haven't tried a bad one, but I prefer an oil. That's just my preference. So basically what it does, a double cleansing skincare routine, it's melting all of that dirt, oil, sweat, makeup throughout the day. And the thing about it is, even if you have oily skin, this is a really good skincare regimen for you to add into your everyday routine. I don't, and this is also a personal preference, I don't use this every night. I really just use it when I wear makeup or if I've been outside all day, sweating, getting dirt. But what's beneficial about it is, and like I said, for oily skin especially, oil attracts oil. So, and this is for all skin types, but specifically targeted to oily skin types, because a lot of people are like, why would I add more oil to my oily skin? Oil attracts oil. So what this is literally going to do is balance out that oil. It's going to put in what your skin needs and it's going to take out what it doesn't. So it's going to give it that balance to where you're not as oily, but you still have that hydration that the oil gives. So this is a wonderful thing to add. I use it before I cleanse. I'll use it on dry skin. You can wet your face before, it really doesn't matter. I use one pump. I go all over my face, massage it into my skin, and then I rinse it off, and then I use my just regular cleanser, regular skincare routine after. But this double cleansing trend, I'm super excited that it actually came to light, because a couple years back I had read something about it, but it wasn't as popular as it is today, so I didn't have much knowledge on it. But after school, I found out that this really is beneficial for everybody, especially dry skin. Of course, it's going to add that moisture that you need, and it's going to keep your skin hydrated like it needs to be. So definitely give it a try if you can. You can find any of these drugstore. Like I said, I got this at Ulta. You can find it really anywhere, any of this stuff. So highly recommend.
Good, because I have dry skin. So,
Yes.
and I don't have acne really, but I do have eczema, so my skin is still sensitive. My other question was, right now I'm using like micellar water, like makeup wipes to clean my skin. But I read somewhere that like, I guess maybe using them too much can tear at your skin or dry it out, maybe. But I was gonna ask, can using micellar water, like the actual water in the tube, and like cleansing pads, be used for like regular everyday face washing?
So I would say it's possible if it does work for you, but I would usually recommend micellar water to like cleanse first, like as a makeup remover and stuff like that, and then use a gentle cleanser. That's typically what I would recommend, because micellar water, basically what it does is it's getting the surface of your skin. So it is good to clean. It's wonderful cleansing makeup, anything, and it's gentle. So that's a very big plus. But I wouldn't say it's bad to use as a cleanser, but you might not get that, you're not going to get that deep clean like that you may want. So you're not using a cleanser?
No, not right now. I usually use black soap, and I had a Clarisonic, but I guess they like went out of business, and I haven't been able to find a new like brush to use. So right now I'm just using those wipes.
Did you find like it helped in any way though?
The
Like,
wipes?
mhm.
Yeah, no, I can like see the dirt that comes off and everything. Like it works for me. I just wasn't
Okay.
sure if it was like okay to do just that or if you needed to do something with it.
You can. I mean, not everybody uses a cleanser.
Mm.
And there was this one girl in my class. She had the most hydrated, the clearest skin. She did not have a skincare regimen. She used bar soap and called it a day. I say if it's working for you, 100% keep doing what you're doing. There's nothing bad about micellar because there's no alcohol in it. It's not going to dry your skin out. It's not going to irritate it. It's not going to cause any inflammation or make your skin act up, I guess, because it's really just micelles in it, which is like, it acts like a magnet. So it's going to attract that dirt out. But if it's working for you, if nothing negative, if you haven't seen any negative changes to your skin from using it, I say keep using it. And if it works for you, keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. I guess now that I told you that I need a new brush, do you have any recommendations for like a cleansing brush? Like I had an electric one, Clarisonic, but I can't find a new brush head for it.
I don't really, because all I really knew was Clarisonic as well.
Mm.
I know that now I know that Mary Kay has one. It's like a little brush. It does the same thing. It's a little electric brush. I know they have a really good one. But like I said, I feel so like not professional because I don't know brands because I don't really pay attention to it
It's
because
okay.
some things in a brand could be really good and then others don't. So I don't recommend a whole brand sometimes, but
That's not like
usually
brand, just brush in general. Any
yeah,
facial brush. Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. Well, I know that a lot of people usually use those like as an exfoliator.
Mm.
So that's kind of what I know those for. But if you use it like to exfoliate or do you just use it to just to
I use it to clean. I would use like my black soap and then like use that to clean my face.
okay. And I'm sure like Ulta,
Mm.
they would have, some form of electric brush, I'm pretty sure, but I don't
Or like Amazon.
or Amazon. I would love Amazon, but I don't really like have a specific recommendation, I guess. Any kind is really fine. It all depends on what your skin takes from it. If
Okay.
it does fine for your skin, I would say, like I said, keep doing it. But you can really find them anywhere. It's all depends on your comfort zone. If you really like using it, I would just, and it doesn't have to be expensive either. Like we were talking about earlier, high end and not it.
Mhm.
Any kind is really fine.
Thank
That
you.
was like weird answer. I'm sorry, but
No, that's fine.
I hope you understood what I was trying to say.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. And
Okay.
I feel like with like skincare stuff, there's not always going to be like a specific one. So I mean, it's yeah. No, I just wanted to know if there was one. But yeah.
Any kind. Yep. So, is there anything else? One more
I have a
question.
question. So what would you, are there any tips on how to get your products to penetrate better into your skin?
Yeah. So, and I know not everybody has a steamer on hand at their house. Okay. But I've seen like on TikTok how they have the little portable steamers. Heat helps to expand your pores. And when your pores are expanded, product penetrates deeper. At European Wax Center, we have this thing called a fast facial. We actually use it's a wax and it doesn't remove your hair. It's more of like a paraffin type mask. I don't know if you guys have seen those videos where they pull it up and it all comes up in one piece like rubber. Those are actually heated, what we use. So the heat is going to expand those pores, like I said, and allow the product to penetrate deeper. Let's see, there was something else I wanted to say. I can't remember, but yeah, definitely steam, heat, is definitely a big one that's going to expand your pores and allow that product to penetrate deeper. Also, using a toner is pretty important too. Not only is it going to help to balance out your pH, the pH of your skin, but what it does is it kind of preps your skin for what comes after the cleanser. And I wish I had like a sponge with me as an example, and here's why. Because when your skin is dry without a toner, like if you don't use a toner, your skin is dry because you pat your face dry after a cleanser, correct? So it's kind of hard to explain without a visual, but I'm trying to explain it as best as I can. So imagine a sponge. I wish I had one. So if you have ever run a dry sponge under the sink and the water just rolls off of it, as opposed to if you soak a sponge, like a kitchen sponge, and you hold it under the faucet and it absorbs a little more water, your skin kind of does the same thing. So when you use a toner, it's basically prepping it and giving it a little moisture to allow that product to penetrate into your skin. I really don't know if this makes sense.
That makes
I'm trying
sense.
to explain it as best as I can. Basically when your skin is damp, it's going to want to bring in all of that product. So I would say heat and a toner is really good. Now, like I said, I know not everybody has access to a steamer or any type of heat, but that is a big one. So
What about like a hot shower? Like if you do
absolutely,
after.
that's another one. Why didn't I think of that? That is a good one. Also, I'm glad you brought that up because I used to wash, and this isn't a bad thing. Once again, this if you do it's really okay. But I stopped washing my face in the shower only because your hair, it collects dirt and sweat throughout the day just from the air. So when you're in the shower and that water is rolling off from your hair, it gets on your face. So imagine after you cleaned your face and then, all that sweat and oil is still rolling down from your face. Your face isn't really as clean as it was. But like I said, it's not a bad thing if you still do this. But I just stopped because I thought about it and I was like, wow. So now I just clean my face when I get out of the shower. But yes, what you said, the steam from the shower will allow those pores to expand. Thank you for bringing that up. That is,
No problem.
yeah.
Yeah, I usually do it after I get out of the shower.
Mhm.
Like I clean my face and do the whole routine after.
Just a recommendation. You don't have to, but it's just a recommendation.
The toner before cleansing or after?
After. So I do my cleansing oil, my cleanser, and then my toner, and I do that twice a day. So I do that in my morning routine and in my nighttime routine.
I'm over here writing it down.
You writing it down?
Yeah, I was putting notes in my phone earlier. I was like,
Oh, let's jot some notes down. I love it.
Oh, so like would a hot towel work too for like that steam?
Yeah, any type of heat, yeah, absolutely. One of my friends from school, she told me, she said that sometimes like when she has like her own little spa day, when she really wants to use like her good product, she calls them, I don't know what that means. She said that she'll boil a pot of water and actually put her face over the steam and let it do that. And I know that's so extra and like so out of the way. Some people don't have time for that, but it sounds crazy, but that could work too. So hot towel, shower, steam, anything like that. Absolutely.
Any more questions? Okay, now we're about to move to the debate part. So we're about to do like some would you rathers. Which one would you choose? So it's about to get a little juicy, but we're gonna pass it to Malia and she can ask all the questions.
Also, Olivia, you're welcome to answer these too if you want to. You don't have to though.
I might.
Okay. So the first one, would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great-great-grandchildren?
ooh. Me personally, I probably would go into the future and meet your great grandchildren just because I feel like I would have more of an impact because it's like I did all that and like just to see like I guess the legacy I left. I mean, it really doesn't matter because it would be cool to like see your great grandparents too and like if you look like them or like are y'all similar and like have same personalities. But I think I would pick like the future.
For me, I would go back in the past just because I would want to see, because I've never met them before and I wouldn't want to spoil my future for myself. So, yeah.
I agree with that. I would want to like meet, because a lot of my great great grandparents I've never met any of my great grandfathers either. They all passed away before I was born, which is so I think that'd be really cool to meet them. And because I hear my family talk about them, oh, you would have loved them, they were the sweetest and all this stuff. So I think it'd be pretty cool, because kind of piggybacking off of what
Kayla.
I can't wait. Who was the one I was talking about the future? Was it Brittany?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it would be nice to see my impacts and everything. But I feel like there's a possibility I could be alive to still meet them. So I'm going to possibly see it, but I'll never get to see my ancestors. So I think that would be pretty cool.
I think I want to see my ancestors just so I can see, like, I guess what they went through, back in the day. Actually, no, never mind. Because y'all thinking what I'm thinking. They might have been slaves.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
But I want to meet them because you never, like, what they did for the family. And, because I always think about, like, my dead grandma, grandpas, all of them. So I would want to meet, the people who came before them.
I would say the past. On my mom's side, I know my grandparents, my great grandparents, and I know my great great grandma on that side. But on my dad's side, I know my grandpa, but my grandma passed shortly after I was born, so I didn't get to meet her. And I also don't know any of my greats on that side, so I'd want to meet them. And I also feel like for great great grandchildren, I'll probably still be here, hopefully. So I wouldn't want to ruin that either. So yeah, I would wait and go to the past instead. Okay, the second one, would you rather be on a broken ski lift or a broken elevator?
Probably. It depends. Is the broken elevator just suspended like on the 5th floor, or But I probably would say elevators because I feel like maybe help will come a little bit faster. Because on the ski lift, like, how do you know? This I don't know, with snow and stuff like that, and I feel like you're kind of higher in the ground and like you just suspended over like open area. So I probably wouldn't want to just fall off of that. And like I said, the elevator, like the fire department probably would come. It probably won't be that long. Depends though. It depends on who I'm stuck with. I don't know.
I don't know because I watched too many movies where they were stuck in the elevator and like people started fighting and going crazy. And then like when you say if it's high, like that thing dropped all the way to the ground. I low-key want to go like skiing and stuff, so I feel like I want to be broke like on a broken one. Cause I mean the worst part is that you just have to jump. Even though I know snow can hurt depending on like where you jump from. I don't know. I feel like I'll go crazy in the elevator because I don't know when people come in, how high am I, like all those movies I've watched. So I feel like I'd rather be on a ski lift. At least I'm in nature. I'm outside. I can breathe. I'm probably next to someone I know, usually most of the time, compared to if I'm on an elevator by myself, on a random day. So I'd rather be on a ski lift.
I would be on a ski lift too because, like you said, Jada, I've seen so many movies where the elevator just plummets down really fast, and like being on a ski lift, I'm pretty sure that there's people around, so help will come. But in the elevator, people, if I'm in there by myself, no one might really know, I guess.
Then the
I'm
reception
just like,
times too, like no Wi-Fi, no connection.
yeah. And I'm not claustrophobic. I just don't want to be in a little space for that long.
Yeah.
That is a really good point, because on a ski lift, most likely there's going to be other people on it. I can't imagine being in an elevator by myself. I'd probably go insane. So I don't, And then also, I'm not claustrophobic either, but like I feel like on a ski lift, like there's, it's fresh air. Like there's, I don't know. That's just my answer.
Also, I was actually stuck on the elevator with y'all. Okay, it was my freshman year at LSU. I was in Cypress Hall. I had walked in and I pressed the button and like the whole thing basically went off. And I was stuck in there for like 15 minutes. It just got hot. Like it wasn't bad, of course, But I don't know. They didn't even do nothing. Like I emailed them out. And I was like, "Oh, we're sorry." Like they didn't do nothing. Like they didn't really care. But it just got hot on them. Like I started sweating, but I wasn't really freaking out because I was like, if I die, I die. At that point in my life, y'all, I did not care. I wouldn't have cared if I died that day. But it wasn't that bad. But it's still like the, you know,
Yeah, claustrophobia, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but like, has anyone else seen the pranks where like it's just those scary pranks that happen in the elevators?
Oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
those.
So ski lift for me.
Yeah, ski lift for me too. I'm like terrified of getting stuck in an elevator. I've actually had like nightmares about it, several of them, and now I'm like terrified. But I do, and plus elevators like differ. There are different types of elevators because some of them, if you get stuck, usually the ones that have like the two doors that come together, you can open those from the inside. But like the ones that just have the one door, those freak me out because how do you open it from the inside? You can't do it. And it's like you don't know how long it's going to take someone to find you or get you out of there. And then it also gets like hot and stuff. And I would freak out. I'd probably have an anxiety attack and just either possibly have an asthma attack or like, I don't know. I don't think it would end well.
Yeah.
I say ski lift, fresh air, and it'll be cold, but if you're on a ski lift, you're probably dressed for it already. So it shouldn't be like too bad. Plus, I'm sure they like, no, they can tell if it's stuck or not. Cause like, it's like on that one of those things where it goes in and out of the station. So like, I'm sure they'd be able to fix it fast.
Mhm.
Yeah, now that y'all say all that, I think ski lift too, because heat and being stuck by myself. Yeah, I'm gonna change it to ski lift.
Okay. The third one. I'm sorry, my hair got caught on my earring. I'm like trying to get it off. The third question. When you're older, would you rather die before or after your spouse?
Um,
I say before. I can't deal with the pain. I don't think I would be able to. Please let me go first.
Especially for like years, like 50 years. I don't know how people do that. Like, I think about this almost every day. My mom loves my dad so much. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. That's why I always think about who's gonna die first. What if I die first, first of all? But like, what if like if he dies first? I don't know how she would live. Like, she like is crazy over this man. So I feel like I would want to do before because I don't know, being alone and knowing like the love of my life is like gone. Hopefully, we have a lot of kids or like to make me feel less.
Mhm.
But I still want to go before because I don't think I would be able to deal with that pain. But then it's kind of selfish because then I'm leaving him behind. Is somebody shooting outside my window? I heard that.
I heard it.
Yeah, I would rather go before my spouse.
I would say before too. I mean, if I could choose, even though that's not a question, can we just die on the same day? Because I don't want to leave them either, because they're gonna be sad. Like if they're really in love with you, like they're gonna be like sad too. But I would say before, because I'm too sensitive. I can't deal with stuff like that. Like no.
yeah, I picked before too. Basically, what all you said, I can't deal with the pain. And like living after it, I don't think that'll just leave my mind that quickly. So
I agree with Brittany. If I could, I'd rather just do it same day, same time. Let's leave together. But
Some people
yeah, I'd say
die from a
before.
broken heart. Like, have you ever heard of that? Like people dying from broken heart. Like I feel like I would
Yeah,
die
I've
first,
heard
like,
that. That
if
like
they died
scares me.
before. My mom always used to tell me that about my grandparents. She was like, my grandpa died first, and then like a few months later, my grandma died because she had like a broken heart. And so I don't want to do with that. Like either way, I would die. So I might as well just die before.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
You could actually die from a broken heart.
I think it's called broken heart syndrome, and I think it's all
Yeah.
this strain and stress, and it literally just you go into cardiac arrest and just die, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, before.
Actually, when my great grandpa passed, my great grandma had Alzheimer's. she got it like before he passed. But after he passed, she still like remembered him. And like when he was gone, she was like walking around the house, like saying his name. And it broke my heart. So it was like she has Alzheimer's and she still remembers like
Right.
who he was and that he's gone. Like she can tell that he's gone. Even though like while he was still there, she may not have like been like, oh, this is my husband, this is whoever, but like after the fact she like still remembered and she could tell he was gone. I don't know. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. The fourth question, would you rather have a cook or a maid?
Cook, because I can clean myself
Yeah,
easy.
definitely.
I can't really cook anyway, so
I would say a cook. Like I love cooking. Like I feel like I'm really good at it. But for like a maid, I feel like I clean up a certain way. I organize my stuff a certain way, and like I know where things are and stuff like that. And you don't really know people are getting like deep clean because when I clean, it's like it's a whole day affair. I got like especially with Corona, I got like the bleach, the Lysol type thing. So I just would rather do that myself and like just have somebody to cook like just meals like all the time. Like yeah, that'd be better.
Yeah,
I don't know why, but I would kind of feel guilty for having someone else clean up my mess.
yeah, exactly. Cause like at restaurants, like I always put everything in one little neat pile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I try to put it so it's easier. But like I like to cook, but I don't. Um, I like to bake more, but I love to clean. It's a stress reliever. It keeps me occupied. I love to clean, so I would say I would just get a cook.
I would say cook because I mean, I like cooking and I feel good after, especially if it like came out good. Cause I'm like, I did that. But the process of starting and actually doing it, I don't want to do that. And then also have to clean after too. Like it's just a lot for one person. But cleaning, sometimes it's like hard to start if you've been in a rut, but you always feel good after. So it's like, I don't know, cleaning makes you feel better after you do it. So I would say cook. The fifth question, would you rather be on a survival reality show or a dating reality show?
Honestly, I really don't like the messiness of dating reality shows, but I know I can't survive just in the wild. Like, have y'all seen Naked and Afraid? Like, no, that would not happen. So I would just go with dating reality show, and usually like the guys are really hot. So I mean, I guess
I agree.
like a win-win situation. So I would say dating.
Maybe you would go for the one where it's like either you end up with the person and you stay together or like you get the money and then I guess kind of like Love Island, like, oh,
Yeah,
do you really want to be with them or do you just want the money?
money, because
I'd rather be on a dating show, I guess. I don't really know.
I had to think about these two because I would get so anxious on a survival show. I can't do that. I'm not built for that. I know I'm not. But then a dating show, I feel like every single one that I've seen, there's always drama. There's always that one person. But like, then I started thinking, wait, I mean, The Bachelor doesn't really seem terrible or anything. So I guess I would just choose dating. If I had to choose neither, I would choose neither. But if I had to, definitely dating.
I guess for me, probably survival, but maybe because like I'm kind of into moving a whole lot. I like a challenge on dating apps, not apps, but like shows. Yeah, they're messy and everything, and I think I'll just like not fit in. But I kind of want to be on something like Big Brother, to be honest. So yeah.
Um, I like I like watching survival shows. They're like entertaining. I
yeah.
think one of it, I don't know if it was survival, like actual survival, or if it was another one, but like one of them I was really into, and I was like, I guess it depends on how extreme the like the courses are, or like what you have to do. If it's not like too bad and it's more like fun, just like can you do it? Can you get through it? I would say survival. But dating, I don't like the drama or the messiness either. But watching them is funny sometimes because it's like, what would it be like inside? I guess if I did dating, it would be for the experience, just to see, because it's like it's funny on the outside. So it's like, what is it really like on the inside? But yeah, I agree with Olivia. If I had a choice, I would do neither. I guess now I would ask, what about like regular reality, like just in general, everyday life?
Like Bad Girls Club or something.
Like, I guess like Bad Girls Club or like Dirty Shore, Floribama Shore, or like just like like you know how the Kardashians have their own show or whatever. Like if you could just have your own reality show, would you do that?
A reality TV show, but like not like a competition show, you know?
Yeah.
Not like Fear Factor or anything.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh no.
I kind of want to do 90 Day Fiance.
Where do you want your man to be from?
He'd probably be. No, I'll go to South Korea to see him. You know. Or it'll be kind of cool to see how well I can compete against other women. So if I get kicked off, it's oh well.
Okay. The last question. Would you rather have to sew all your clothes or grow your own food?
I gotta grow tomatoes.
If you want tomatoes, I guess.
I gotta go beef.
I think I have it. I would probably grow my own food.
I gotta grow a cow. How that work?
Yeah.
You don't have to grow a cow. You buy one and like I guess raise it basically if it's like young. But if not, then just have
Like
it and
beef
take care of it.
seeds.
Yeah, definitely grow my own food. But recently, I don't know if y'all ever seen on Twitter, like these girls be sewing their clothes and like they're so bomb. Like I'm like, how do y'all do that? Like I saw one girl, she was like 3 looks in 3 hours, and she made like these dresses, and they were like look like they belong off of like Fashion Nova or something. But I know I can't do that, so grow my own food.
For me,
Yeah, they make it look.
I need to go.
They make it look so easy. So I'm like, oh, but then I think about like the whole process, and I'm like, I don't think that's for me. I would say grow my own food, just because I mean that's obviously not easy either. But I feel like you feel better after because it's like you grew it yourself. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like it would make you feel better.
This is like 50-50 for me because I'm thinking about growing my own food. Okay, I have to chase a pig to eat.
You don't chase them, this sounds bad, but you just shoot them. Like my uncle does. They have a farm, and like I've seen them like shoot the pig, and like it's bad.
Y'all, first of all, okay, this is kind of a side note. Pigs are disgusting. Like when people really stop eating pork, I see why. Because pigs eat anything. They eat rats. They eat trash. Like
Yeah, mud all day.
I see why they don't eat. They're dirty. I see why people don't eat pork. But also when it comes to growing your own food, it's good because you never know like with today's food and people are like, what's it called? Like the genetically
GMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know what people put in your food and stuff. And some of this stuff be fake, like rice burning, like. So I would say sew my own clothes because I know how I like my clothes to fit my body also. Sometimes if you order from like Fashion Nova, like sometimes the jeans fit, but like you could order the same pair in the same size and like the material doesn't fit. So I feel like I make my own clothes because I know exactly how I like my clothes to fit. And
Yeah, I pick growing my own food, but like you don't really know. Well, because I know what I'm doing with it, and I think both are a great skill, but I decide to grow my own food.
What if you like mess up your food though? Like if you have like a bad season or like it freezes and then you're just stuck. Like
no storm comes, all my crops are gone. All my corn is gone. What am I going to
Gotta
eat?
start over.
I guess with that one, you could still like buy like food that's like already been made. I go to restaurants and stuff, but
Mm.
like I don't know. I don't think that's like your only option, but I think versus sewing your own clothes or growing food. Then
Yeah, growing food. I actually want to start a garden. Like when I get a little older and I have like my first house and stuff, like I want to have a little garden. That'd be so cute.
It would.
yeah, I want to
And
have
we
like
could grow
fruit.
like cupcakes.
Oh,
Grow
you
the
can't grow
you grow
cupcakes.
the wheat to make the bread.
Yeah,
Wow,
and then make the dough and all that. That sounds really complicated now that I think about it.
sounds like
Yeah.
Just to make like a few cupcakes, that's a lot. But I've always wanted like to grow my own fruit. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Like
Mhm.
fruit trees.
And it tastes so much
Yeah.
better. Like if you ever like ate an orange off of a tree, it tastes so much better than like getting it from like Walmart or like I don't know the grocery store, because it's so
I
fresh.
really want to like have my own like fruit trees or like bushes or whatever they are. I feel like
Mhm.
that'd be cool.
I like fruit picking too. That
Mhm.
seems fun.
I want to do that so bad. I have yet to do it. I want to do it so bad.
Yeah.
I want to go to a berry farm and just like pick the little berries.
ooh, like a wine
Right.
Mhm.
in California.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh,
Stuff and make your own wine. I want to do that.
One of my daydreams is having my own vineyard in California.
You're beautiful.
They are.
JD gonna crush the grapes with your feet.
Oh my god! Video, I remember that video that was like on YouTube where that woman was crushing the grapes with her feet and he fell or something.
I think
Oh, I
she
seen
fell off the
that.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
that was funny.
Still, that's gonna be
It's crazy because like we're choosing between these two things, but at one point people used to have to do both.
Actually had to do
Yeah,
Yeah, like they had to sew their own clothes and like grow their own food. That's a lot. It's a lot of work.
that's crazy.
sucks for them.
make their own soaps and stuff.
Mhm.
That would be fun too.
Don't they
People
make
do
that
that
out of
for
pig
like,
fat? Don't they make that out of pig fat, like lard and stuff they would like use to make soap and stuff like that?
I have
That's
no idea. I know a lot of people make like soaps nowadays for like fun and stuff. They
Mhm.
come out really cute. They're pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Does like Lush make their own or no?
I think they
Because
make
I've
their
heard a
own.
lot about them.
I
I
think
love
they make their
soap.
own like bath bombs and like fragrances and stuff, but I don't know about like everything though.
Yeah, because I want to say, do they make it in store each like thing or what?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
What Lush?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Like,
they're
do they make it themselves?
Organic soap. I guess.
Hmm. I like
I
the
feel like it's made in factories for some reason because that's a lot of stuff to make.
yeah. Hmm.
I'm not too big on fragrancy soaps anyway.
Me either. I can't use them. I mean, I can, but it'll like irritate my skin.
They
But
dry me out sometimes.
it like, I get like on my arm. You probably can't tell, but like, cause it's not really there right now, cause it's been good. But like, I'll get more bumps on my arm. They don't like itch or hurt or anything, but they like show up.
Mhm.
Your
If my
skin is
skin's irritated.
smooth.
There's like you can't see it on the screen, but there's bumps on it. Those are all the questions for up-to-date debates.
okay. So this was another episode of Let the Girls Speak with Olivia. We're gonna put all the products down below that she mentioned, all the places you can reach her at. Is there anything else you want to say, Olivia, before you go, or like a main point you want to get across?
I would just say love your skin, and perfect skin doesn't come overnight. It's definitely a process, and you have to be patient. And you know, even estheticians struggle with having good, clear skin. I struggle still, trying to figure out what works best for my skin, but it's not an overnight process. It does take time and patience, but um, with the right products and the right knowledge about it, it will come. So.
Okay, well, thank everybody for watching and see you guys on the next episode.
Cause that go when I shoot, it's on you. That go when I shoot, it's on you. That go when I shoot, it's on you. Copycat, trying to copy what I do.